Hello there guys, I'm Wes88 here, back in with some Timberborn. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm actually live. I should be. It's showing that I'm live. It's saying I'm live. And I'm live. Yay! Anyway, so yes, we are back with some Timberborn guys, and of course we have got quite a bit done last week. Mostly dynamite being placed in places, getting some more stuff done and sorted, hopefully. And yes, hopefully we can get this water lot sorted out so we don't have to worry about the droughts and everything else and the fun we're going to have with it all. Yeah, I hope. So, without further ado, let's continue with what we're doing. And yeah, we're on a 20 work cycle. So the beavers are hard at work getting everything done, and I just realised I haven't put anything for here. Or here. So, use, and I guess use, and then I'm going to need to do a dynamite of a 2 for there. Well, what's rotate? Yeah, there we go. And we're going to need a dynamite of a 2 in there. And then I've got to figure everything else out. Pretty much. See if I can get that down, and oh, I need a 3 for there as well. Get rid of that one. We can have more water stored. Hopefully and safely. Though I'm not going to promise. That's going to be safe. So yes, we also resorted out our area over here. So we have one of the floodgates, which should be on. And obviously, when it's off, we have 0. So that won't work. And I have no idea what the measurement is for this. If it's less or equal to that, it should stop. I don't know. It's just weird. So yes, we're going to hopefully have this sorted. And you know, I should just put that as a full thing on limited, so it just flows it all in there. So it should be a bit better and hopefully a bit quicker. So yes, obviously we've got our beavers basically doing the work that we're not doing at the minute. Dynamite. Yeah, slow processor, but it will be worth it once it's done. Hopefully, I say if I can get this, I'd like to get, hopefully today, I'd love to get this area right here, down to the same height as this, so we have a lot more water stored for a lot longer for our droughts, and so we can deal with everything else. Hopefully. Not a guarantee, but I'm hoping. Then, obviously, once we start to sort this out more, we need to reduce this area down as well, so that it's kind of the same height as this lot. And I've realised I've got water. I had water in there, but now I don't. It's going to be about tide anyway, so I don't need to worry about it. It's going to sort itself out. Great. Oh, not a piece of water. Piece of water? Piece of candy. Oh, there we go. Now it's sorted itself out. Come on, stop overflowing. Let water just dry up. Because you're going to drown this lot. Seriously. Seriously, what? Are you seriously not going to undergo your stuff of droughtness? Seriously. Hey, come on. Wait. Wait, water level. Why are you still there? Wait. Why are you not going? Dry up already. Slowly, it's drying up though. Okay. There we go, now it's dried and it's working, it's fine. So yes, hopefully this will work to the way I hope it will. Oh, it's going to go badly wrong, isn't it? It's going to go horribly wrong very quickly. So yes, we're going to hopefully get this, like I say, sorted and be getting it all done. Because the sooner that's done, the sooner I can work on other things. Like sorting this area out. So it works better. Though it looks kind of weirdish. Thinking that I will do that to that lot, which again is a ton of dynamite. And then once that's in, we can redo all of this slot to be in there. So we'll have a nice little area here that I've got to sort all this lot of stuff out. But if I can make the water go this way and down, that was going to look a bit weird with this bit. At least we're going to have a space of a 2 along here, and a space of a 2 there. Maybe not so much on that. And we will do that for there. So if we have a space number 3 up there, it's going to look a bit weird with that bit though, isn't it? Yeah, it is a bit. There we go. Let's reduce that problem. A bit. Not a lot, a bit. Yeah, I guess a space number 3 there's going to be fine. Technically, space number 3 here would be better, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to do what it needs to do. I just need them to do their job, though. And at least we're keeping the water levels in here safer as well at the same time. Unless some we shall go, but what about that bit, Wes? It's fine. It can just go down and then down again. It's fine. It will do what it needs to do. Come on. And yes, I've got this job to sort out as well at some point, but it's fine for the moment. Oh, game lag there. Alright, reduce your hours down to 16 because it's going to be a bad tide. Which isn't bad, but it's not great. So, water level should detect. That should also. Why is that not opened? Why has that not opened with that? Was that not supposed to be on a system? Weather 4. Contamination sensor. Okay, so it's relay 5. So when on it's down, when off is up. Should do. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, good thing that's on a closed system, so it closes. Oh, it's going to be problematic though later on. At least this means we're now getting a load of power. 3K's worth. Oh no! It's fine. Yay! Right, that's sorted out. You're not sorted yet, so I can't deal with you. You're also not sorted out yet, so I can't deal with you either. Thanks, game. Which one's got higher priority? That does. Okay. So, what about them? Because the sooner I get them prioritised than them, the better. And then hopefully we can get everything else sorted out, please. Oh yeah, they're one higher, aren't they? That's why they're prioritised. Okay, come on. Chop, chop, chop. Get this done. Go on, one more. And then we can start getting that all sorted out. So, by doing this, it's going to reduce the height of everything a bit, but some means they can go down and that can be sorted out there. Yay me. Right, one thing we did want to try and get into at some point was a number cruncher, wasn't it? I need 1.5k's worth. Because if I can get a number cruncher working, then it's going to be a little bit better. Though, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a little bit tricky fitting a number cruncher when I don't have space for it. Yeah. So the alternative is using engines. Again, that's not exactly the easiest answer though, is it? No. 3, 4, 5, and actually, I don't even need that many. I only need the one, to be honest, because can only have one working it. Right, get that lot dealt with, and you just get that lot done. Right, how many people we got not doing any work? There we go. We'll go for an extra 4. Come on, haulers. The sooner you get this hauled off, the better. Oh, I'm maxed out on them. That's not good, and that's not good either. Okay. That leaves me with a slight issue. I'm gonna need a storage for it again. So you can have that, and so can you. What do I do? Metal there as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. So our water is 3.5k's worth, which is good. So I just need to start getting this lot stored. Which means getting these built. Now I've got plenty of wood. Can't builders, get this all built. Beaver, we do have a counter on that. Way 70. Oh, we're at 70. Oh yeah, we are at 70. Okay. Good. Good. Technically, I should actually just turn it to scrap as well. Why not? Just makes it a lot easier. So we can get that lot stored. At least during this bad tide, there's only 21 days, we should be able to get enough bad tide built up as well. So that means we've still got dynamite being made, which is good. So we're not going for a drought this time without any dynamite, because that's always a problem. I should get used prioritized as well, why not? Come on, Beavers, get this done down here, because as soon as you get done, soon I can get this blown out. Soon I can get everything else worked on. Which again is going to be fun, but problematic as well at the same time. Hopefully not as problematic as I like, because it's always not good. Oh yeah, so I need to blow them first, get the next lot in, then get that lot blown, and then get that down as well, yeah. That's why I've got it like that for. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I've got it like that for. Right, come on. Are you seriously not getting it in? Are you taking any of this lot here? Because we've got room for it. Someone, please? Anyone? Somebody seems to be taking it. Very slowly, though. Yeah. No, that's good sort of like. I'm trying to figure out where I want to have some other things, though. Not exactly an easy answer. Now, technically, what I could do is, instead, I could try and get this bit blocked off a bit. And get, like I got down here, with 2 power wheels. Well, instead of just one, have 2 at that end. Which would mean I could have quite a bit of power that side, and obviously, again, on that side as well. But it means blocking the centre off as well at the same time, which isn't a bad idea, but also isn't exactly an easy one either. It'd be useful. It'd still be a pain, though, to get done. Though it might be more beneficial to do it that way. Oh, good. Right, need you to finish them ones up. Seriously? There. Save you a little bit of a walk. Right, one more. Come on. No, one more at the bottom, not at the top. Seriously, bottom. Thank you. Seriously, you just decide to throw it in and not make it. Why do you keep going up there? I need you to be at the bottom. Sooner I get the bottom one done, the better. Then I can remove them stairs and put dynamite in there for the bottom of the stairs. God damn it. Dang beavers. Don't get me wrong, I did prioritise this, but I also prioritised that one. Come on, someone build it. Thank you. Now get rid of the stairs. Get you picked up, though I have no idea if you're going to be able to be taken because everything here is stored. You know what, I'm deleting it. I'm trashing it, I don't care. I can imagine someone screaming going, why would you do that? It could be stored maybe at some point. I'd be like, yeah, no. Let's get a pathway from there to there. Let's get that all gone. Good news for me. Alright, until this lot all gets lowered down to the level I need it to. I've got to wait. Yeah. Not fun. Considering there's no way for them to get up here at the minute till I've sorted this area out a bit more. Again, until it's done, it's going to take a moment. Thinking I should have it go down here and this way. And then reduce this down a bit. And kind of work. We'll just let them do the job. It's going to take them a while. Oh, look, you got that done. Yay! There we go. And then... oh, look. Bye. And then set a view there. I can imagine someone's just screaming going, why would you do this, Bez? Really, because it's much more fun. When it works. Technically I do need more dynamite. Yay. Alrighty. Let's get that in place ready. Let's get that just there. As a standing for the moment. The pathway is not going to stay there, it's going to go. Just need to get this more filled in. And this lot destroyed. Come on, beavers. Get more of that dynamite in and placed in places. Because the sooner it's in, the better. And I can imagine someone just screaming going, build robot squares because it'd save you a lot of time. I'm like, probably so, but no. For one, I like to be a little bit difficult and different. Hopefully different anyway. Oh, there's a lot... I still need to get moved over here. Yeah. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, yay. Dynamite. That is the triple. Right there. Sweet. Area's looking more opened to be filled with water. Yay! Alright. At least they've got a good happiness level, which is fantastic news. Still have no idea if that system's correct for over here, but hopefully it is. If not, hopefully I'll just keep enough water that I don't need to worry. Hopefully. Right. Oh, goody. Yay me? Nah, I just need to do the rest of the job. Right, I can't do that lot because this lot needs dynamite and that area is closed off at the minute. They are taking the scrap, which is good. I really should... no, I do have two going. So they are doing their job over there. So until the jobs... Yeah, wow. We're really not getting enough bad tide, which is kind of weird. What? I thought I would have had a lot more. I didn't do the math wrong, did I? Shouldn't have. Don't think I did. Oh, I hope I haven't anyway. I don't think I have. Alright, anyway. Well, we've got the haulers hauling stuff, so that's good. Although, why have they not been... Well, I guess because I've not had them do anything else, and I've had them focus on that. They're not focused on that lot. Come on, guys, get this job done. Whoa, 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 whoa. And of course, she didn't listen to me anyway. Bugger it. Yeah, well, if you're on well, at least we've got decontaminations, so you can be decontaminated, I guess. Great. Thanks, Beavers. I didn't realise you still had that job to do over there. Sods. It's fine, I guess. It's not, but, you know. Wait, why am I making them go all the way around that way when I could just have them a bit... Yes, I wanted to go into that weird little segment. There we go. Alright, come on. Got like 3 more to go. Come on. 1 more beaver. Get the dynamite over there, then we can move on to the next part. Hopefully. Might take us so long. Oh, so instead of finishing that one off, you decide to finish this lot off over here. How does... You know what? I am not going to ask to why that makes no sense. Because if I do, I'm just going to get the same thing the game's going to always do. I don't know. And I'm going to move that path so it's there. I'm then going to do a yeetus on that. And someone's going to be like, why? Because I feel like it. I need to put in a dynamite of a 2 into there. Though it's still going to look weird with it being like that there, but, you know. I need to wait till I get a 3 to get rid of that bit. It's fine. Still need to be... Actually, no, I don't. I can just do that, that, that. And then I can do that and that. Yay. Me. And again, more dynamite. Hey look, they put that in there. Sweet. Alright, until I get this bit in, I can't really do much. Oh, I need you to go in. Once you're in, I can then get rid of you. Here. Seriously. You put it in, but then build it. Why? Come on, Beavers. The sooner you get this job done, the better. Plus, there's still this one over here. Why is this one still not finished off? Prioritize on being... Oh, you put the dynamite in, but you didn't build it. Is that the same over here? Yeah. Damn, Beavers. Good. Gone. Right. You. There. You. Gone. You. Delete. You. Trash it, because I've got plenty of wood and everything else at the minute, so I don't need to worry. You can now go in there. we'll high prioritize that so it can be done with. I will also do that. And do I go there with it? No, I'll go there for the moment. And then I can sort that all out at another time. There we go. Right, now while we're over here, I have to do that real quick. So I'll get rid of all the bad trees that are literally just going to be destroyable by just putting anything over it. Same goes for up here, like that tree. Which will now be gone. All little non-viable trees. There we go. So I usually when I start a map, I actually go around and make sure all that's actually gone, so I don't have to worry about clearing it all later on. But I didn't do that, did I? Nope. Because I was being lazy. There we go. Same goes for here. Zoop. Zoop. And here, zoop. Zoop. Zoop that a lot. Make sure I've got that corner. And clear it all again. We should only be left with this little area down here. I've got rid of all the little trees. Oh. Had got rid of all the little trees. Just make sure that all the area is cleared. I thought I had, but I still got them ones up there. Damn it. Right. Cancel that lot, cancel that, cancel them being destroyed, and cancel them being destroyed. Because there could be... Still miss them! God damn it, I miss everything today, don't I? Get rid of views, get rid of that bit. Then do that, and that, and that, and then... Yep, right, save them trees. Yay, I guess. Oh look, piece of candy. Anyway. Why are you going slow? Oh yeah, I've been walking. Right, 10 days. We've still got 2.3 k's worth of water, which is fantastic. This system kind of works-ish. Not the way I kind of expected it to, though. Why is it not... Wait, what? Huh. Well, it seems to be equal to it, but not... I don't know. Maybe I just need the threshold just to be there, so when it's less than that, it just... You know, up there. If it's less, it's just going to fill up to there, because... I don't care. Oh no, we've got a sick beaver. Contaminated beaver. Oh no! Wait, you're still on? Really? Wow, that is terrible. I really needed you to be higher up, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's go for about 30 for it. There we go. I guess because we've only got so much water in here, because obviously these? Why are you not filling... wait. Oh, okay. Game's been a bit weird. Where's the water coming out? Oh no, we've got no water down here. No surprise, to be honest. So yeah, when we change this... Oh, that's the point. How am I going to get this all done? I'm going to have to do this when we get in the next hole. No. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this bit. That's going to be fun, because I need to use dynamite here. I need to get rid of this with dynamite. I need to wait till everything else is done before I start sorting that out. Because if I could do the same here, for this spot here, though I'll need that. Oh, I don't need anything for that. I can obviously get the water in. Oh, God. There we go. As long as we get some water in here, just to keep this food going for a little bit longer. Technically, I don't really need it too badly, but it's always good to have. There we go. At least that will last a bit longer than what it would have done. It's only for a certain part of it, so it's fine. I could technically make the water from this side join with that side, but it's going to be a weird system. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't really want to do that, do I? No. It's not a bad idea, but it's not beneficial to me, really. Wow, this is going to take a long time to sort all that lot out. Yep. That's the point. I don't need to go up there anymore, do I? No. Delete. And copy it. Hey. And we go. Alright, can't be this. But yes, I'm looking at this going, exploded by myself. I need to get rid of this. Oh no. Terrible. Come on, get this done. The sooner this is done, the better, because that means we'll have more water coming in, then I can sort everything else out and be like, yay! Oh dear. Oh, I forgot. I had this over here as well. Sweet. Yay! If only water goes a bit better. That kind of looks a little bit weird like that, but you know, it's fine. Ah dear, right. It's fine. It'll work. It's doing its job anyway. Though the bad tide doesn't really help, to be honest. It's fine for a moment though. Just obviously I don't want the bad tide flowing backwards. Okay, me, is there an easy way to sort this? Yes. Do I want to do it that way? Why? So don't. Okay, and what would be the easy way? Fill valves. So it only goes that way when it's actually... That's actually not a bad idea. Why don't I think about fill valves instead? Because it's a fill valve, it only fills up if it's low. Okay. Oh, what about throttle valve instead? One way flow rate. That's not a bad idea. That should force it through. Tree planks and that. Okay, let's have a look. That's not a bad idea. Could it work there? In theory, yes. Do I think I could get it to work? For me? No. It never usually works. Well, saying that, yeah, throttle valve on bottom. Or do I want to just do 2 throttle valves, one at each end, and then damn bits on top? Considering this side doesn't go much higher than what it is, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get someone screaming, oh, you should block, cap them off. Like, yeah, great, no. Didn't realise they actually do work during a bad tide, well, during droughts, but it's like, do I really want bad tide all the time? I've already got enough dynamite or anything else, so it's not really going to be worth it 100%, so yeah. Still a question on my sanity. Oh, hello. Yummy! Get that in place, get it all ready, get that in place. Place there, there. Yay! And get rid of it. And soup. Oh. Yeah. I need to wait till all of this is done before I can get rid of that, and then I've got to do it all from this side. Great! Not so much. Well, saying that, I should be able to do it from this side anyway, but it's like, kind of need to get this lot filled in first. Why I got a pathway there, I have no idea at the minute because I've not planned that far ahead. Hey, we've got the path there. Oh yeah, I need the pathway there as well, don't I? There we go. Alright, how much of this are you going to get done before... Wait, why did I not fill that bit in? There we go. Weird. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, because we already destroyed part of it, that's why. That makes sense. Seriously, you're filling that... You know, if they fill that bit in from that side, I'm not going to complain. Just means I can get rid of this bit sooner. And be almost out of water. Got 3 days, so... should last. I say, there's more water and height than distance and everything else, so it's fine. I hope. Wishful thinking, Wes. Wishful thinking. Seriously? You know, what do I need there? You put the things in and yet you've not built it. Okay, the builders are actually now here finally building it. Okay. Well, what about that one? How can you not put... Somebody's going to be like, Wes, why would you do that? Because I can still reach that. Even when this goes down, I can still reach from this side. But, oh, okay. I still got a lot more to fill in though. Oh, that's dreadful. Yeah, I need to make sure I stack more dynamite before I start doing this bit. I'm readjusting that. Because, yay, it's not going to be fun. Oh, I'm going to dread sorting this bit out as well. Technically, I would prefer to, you know, destroy underneath the bit, so it literally just goes back out that way. Oh no, the water comes in. Bye, bad tide, out the other end. But, yeah, I'm not that easily going for that. A bit too simplified. Oh yeah, I was going to do that, wasn't I? Still never put them set of stairs in. And where's that bit dirt? There we go. And you. So, ready? Like, yes, I put in a set of stairs just for that. Oh dear. Terrible, I know, but meh. It works. Somehow. Right, so how do I want to do it so I get water down here, apart from going that way with it? Which is going to be a job on its own, but that's beside the point. Quick. I technically need to fill that in as well. That's going to be fun. We can only go up so high as well on filling it, so I have to build instead to fill it in. Great. Fun. Not so much. Alright, why are you guys building that side when you should be finishing off this side? Prioritise that side. More than this side, because, yeah. The sooner that's done, when we get the water coming back in, it can come down a lot quicker instead of going through all this whole conundrum into where it just go straight in and then through. I did sort that out, didn't I? Yeah, good. Right. Actually, you know what? I'll put in another set of stairs. Something like a Y. Well, if they need to go to the top end and they need to get out, they can go that way then. They'll probably still come for the bottom end. It's fine. It'll work. Because once this is done, I can get rid of that set of stairs, put a new set in there. Get rid of them as well, hopefully. And then figure everything else out and hope for the best. And whistle Dixie. Because Dixie don't care. And then people are like, who the hell's Dixie? No idea. It's just a term. Or terminology, is that the right word? I don't know. It's one of the two. Yay! Clean water. for so long. Alright, come on. Plenty of water's going that way. And now you decide to go up. You sorted yourself out there. That was a bit bad. It's not good, but it's also not completely bad. You have still stayed open, which is not what the answer I suggested. So, yeah, okay, manual on that one then, and just go. I just don't want you in there. Wow, I really can't get them. Come on! Oh, you'd be just taking forever to get anything done. Yay, good, alright. Right. Going my back to relay 5. That's what I need to do for now. You. Back up to 90. You. All the way down for a minute. Back up to 190 again. Right, at least there's some fresh water in here, so that helps. You are at 90 bits. Fuse are not working because Bill needs power to be. Yeah, okay, right, it's fine. It's fine, I'm not worried about that then. Right, I need to reduce the haulers by 4. So I'll give me the number, so it's only 1 short. And need to up the level of work to 20. Where someone's going to go, why? Because 20 is better than nothing. It's better. Drought. Damn it. Got for 3 days. I only just upped the thing. I should have done it on the first day and I didn't. Come on, a few more bits of dynamite in, and then I can have myself kind of sorted to a point. Oh dear. Come on, beavers. Get this job done. Almost got that side sorted out. I say once this bit's sorted out, I can then get rid of them, get another one in there. So that'll be destroyed. Start getting this area sorted out so it goes down. So that's the same depth as this. Get that sorted out because it's almost there. And we'll have a big area of water to deal with. And then somebody's going to be like, oh, but what about food in the waterways? Like, well, technically it's... Which one is it? Wait. Mangroves. But they're going to be like, what is it, 1 deep? Which, technically, yes, for here would be fine, but it means I'd have to do like a system like levies, and I really can't be asked. And with a drought, it's not exactly the easiest thing neither. Well, the best thing either, because if it loses all the water, then, well, we're screwed. In more ways than one. Wait, why are you putting dynamite over there when you still need dynamite over here? Is it? Oh no, is it not dynamite over here that's needed? Okay, you out the area? Good. No, I don't think that's enough dynamite. Do I really need another set of stairs there? No, I don't. Get rid of you. Right, pass. Down to here, here, Or crisscross it a few times so they don't have to frickin' worry about every little bloody shortcut to it. That's fine. You know, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, just, there. Seriously. There, right. And then use all. No. There. Right. So, wait, what? Yeah. Oh, come on. You only had one more job to do. And then get rid of the rest of it. And then be like, yay. And then just get rid of the trash again. And be like, yay. Seriously, you put it in and you don't build it. Get out of here. Yay. Use. Build. Use. In. You. Demolish. The whole bloody lot. And demolish the whole. Can I not? No, 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 I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, and I do not care. And again. Yay! One last lot to do. When they can get down there. That's a lot of dynamite. I said, I'm gonna get this area sorted. Hopefully. So one goal for today. Getting this water area sorted. So I've got the depth and I've got the amount of water I'm gonna need. Hopefully. Because we've already increased the amount of water we're gonna have in here. By a bit. And then we've got to sort this area. Oh, that's done. Sweet. Yay. And, oh, yeah. Demolish. Delete. Demolish all of them. Yeah. Delete. Can I just do rubble? No, is it clean up? Aha! Destroy debris. There we go. Saves me a job. And remove you. Remove you. Remove you. Actually, we'll clear you up. And then you. There. And in there. Yeah? Yeah, in there. And then you, in there. And then I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Damn it, I got a weird pathway there. I guess I could do that and remove you there. It's going to look weird no matter which way I do it. And we'll do path going that way. Path there, and then do meat. And just in case they want to save a bit of time, we'll just go there. That should, in theory, work then. After all these conundrums. And I just deleted that for no reason. Well, maybe there is, but I don't know. Top of my head. There we go. There I go. Destroy that lot. Why is there a path going that way? I have no idea. Rid of that. Well, oh, hold on, it's a drought. Oh, I completely forgot with the drought. I could have had some water going there for later on. Never mind, that's my mistake. It's fine. Right, I need you to finish your job here because why wouldn't you? Yay. Oh god, this is terrible. Right, let's get them to do them as well. And focus on beavers on getting this job done. And that job done. And them two as well. And because I'm being a bit bored, do that, and then seriously, highlight the path, not the blade dirt. There we go. Simple like, but what about that area? I don't need to worry about it too much. Okay. Plus, we need to last 18. We've got 18 days to last anyway, so we're fine. I guess they're doing their job. They're making it last. I'll say that now for a fact. Oh, right. That's how, isn't it? Yeah. Great. I can just imagine I hear someone screaming going, oh, you should put a valve on your bad water source, then you can have it going through the drought, then they can still be working, making more dynamite for it. We're like, yeah, probably should have actually, but it's fine. They've got other jobs to prioritise at the minute, so it's fine. It's not like it's the end of the world, we've got plenty of dirt anyway. And they can still put all the other parts in places and get all their essence, which they don't really have. Oh, they're really using that stuff up. Be glad when I can start storing it again, because that's not difficult. And I've got 20 beavers doing bugger all now. No surprise there. Got plenty of food, got plenty of water at the minute. So, what should I really try and focus on after the dam? At the moment, I don't know. I actually have no idea what to focus on after the dam's done, apart from maybe sort this area out. But it's going to be a pain on its own. Still comes down to dynamite, though. Nothing really works when there's a drought. Which is why this area doesn't seem like a bad idea, but it's bad when there's a drought. Okay, so if I were to have beavers go from point A to point B, I'm always going to be used this option. That's the point. I'm supposed to be trying to focus on freaking number crunch, aren't I? Let's just get that unlocked. Right, so that does fit there. That fits there. There's still a lot of water I need. Is there an alternative way you've done this, Wes? If I had to think about it, we have one of these. If I reduced all of this and got rid of that bit, reduced it down, reduce this down, and leave this side to where it is, and have a waterfall go down here to start with instead, that would mean I could have the process of this being done over this side instead of just in this little conundrum area, which it kind of is at the minute. It's not a bad idea, it's not a great idea though at the same time. Seriously, yes, what? You know, I'm not even gonna add. Oh yeah, because you still need that bit to be. You know, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just going to scream instead, shout and bang my head against the brick wall. I want them to focus on that, but they can't do that area till we've got the bad tied in. We can't do that till we got through the droughts. Yeah. So we'll just let the days just walk on by, I guess. And hopefully they sort themselves out. Fingers crossed. So, if I can get that job done, I think I'm going to be happy if they can get that lot done up the top. Okay, if I had to think about a number cruncher really badly, what would be the best way to put one in? Here. And I get rid of that one. People are going to be like, wait, what? I'm like, yep. Wrong one. So I'd have to do 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, and a 2. I need to go back 1. Because the way this has to go. Right, now, before we finally get this done, can this go? No. So it has to go. Get rid of you. And her to Steph. You know what your bottleneck? That your bottleneck is bad water pump, which limits the dynamite production. So your bin are working faster than materials are. Well, if I've done the math right, considering I've got that which needs 4 every, bit. I'm making that, which should, there's 2 of them, so they should technically be doing 2. Technically, they should be doing 4 to fill that one in. That one needs 5, but every 3 hours, so I should be making enough just to fill that in. Oh, and I've got 2 of them, haven't I? I should be making it a little bit just in time, but obviously there's no power, so we should be fine. Should. And I need to put one of them walkways above. Just get that in there. And power. It should work fine. Should be in the final word. And a number cruncher, because that will be fine. And for the sakes of being a happy little beaver around here, let's put in another beaver statue just there. Get rid of you, because we don't need you. Get rid of you, because we don't need you. Actually, maybe we do need you, and we just put another beaver statue there. And there. There we go. They're working it. They'll get it done when they can. And that lot. So that should have that all highlighted to be done. And that will only work during the bad times, which, yes, I know, I need to get a valve in there. Yes, but you don't have bad tide in the drought. Yeah, but at least if that's not running, it's not getting used up. And at some point, I'm not really going to need bad tides that much. So it's literally just to sort out the areas when I need them. So, when there's a drought, they can do other things, there's other jobs to be done. And we've got 13 days, so they've got enough time to build this. And I know you're going to say straight away, but where's the number cruncher doesn't work when there's no power? I'm like, yeah, I know. Don't worry. At some point, I will put in the things to lock them in. I just need, obviously, the dynamite to rearrange the ground around here. So I can get it to work. And at some point, yes, when I decide to lower this lot down, and lower this down as well, because obviously I need to make sure this goes down the right height, which is 4. That would have to be like 6, which is going to be fun. I need to lower that bit as well with it, which is going to be 7. Yeah, because if I can lower this section from, I'm going to say from here, if all of this gets lowered, which is something I have to get done first, and I'll have to fill that bit in with dirt and get rid of that bit with dynamite as well. If that goes down, here, I can put in a few more of these along, which means then, because I've been getting like 3k's worth of power, though if I try, I'm going to have to really separate them so it's literally in that little gap there. I could start then go into robot production, and robot production could be done on this side. And then I can sort this area out a bit more. So, yeah. That is the plan. I'm not going to be able to do this plan today for this, though I'm going to probably completely forget about this bit. Unless I put some sort of mental note down somewhere, like, I don't know, let's just do that, and let's just raise that up by one more, and then let's remove the dirt underneath here, path on there, and we'll put in a power wheel there. That might give me a slight idea for underneath here, what I'm going to do. And actually, if I just do that, and I space it out again, how much space is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We go there with it. Give it a little bit of a gap. And we'll put in another wheel there. Because it has to be too deep. So if we have like 2 wheels, which will be like this, so it only goes through one little gap there, which on both sides is fine. So it'll be more in the centre than where it is. But obviously it'll be a lot lower down. Same for this side. But this bit of the walls will be down to this height. So the bad tide, when it falls down, will not go over here, hopefully. I'd be kind of surprised considering it doesn't over here. So, yeah. But I have to make sure I get this lot lowered first before I lower this side down. Because if I lower this side down before this side, water's going to flow that way a bit easier. And I don't want that to happen. So technically this is one height higher. I really do need it to go down. And also I need to remove that bit as well. So, yeah. And I'm going to have to do it through the drought times. Which, yes, when I start sorting things out more, I'm going to need a tubeway system, which is why I'm trying to get this. Once this is sorted over here, I can then figure out where I'm going to put a tubeway. Because obviously I need them to move from point A to possibly point B, though I think if I do a tubeway, because you can, if I remember rightly, let me just slow it down a bit. Yeah, it's fine. I can put one of these on top. So, yeah, it's going to make things a bit more interesting. Though, that's the point. If I turn on, the one thing I've never really tried is a tunnel. It's 2k to try it. And I'm not sure. I think it basically does like it's an entryway underneath, but I'm not sure how it is with the dirt. I'm not sure how it's going to interact if I do it from, this side to this side. Unless I do it one height above. Which, again, wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, you don't store any, so if you want any in the drought, yeah, have to wait until it's over. And one pump and a tank is easily done. Or not require any attention once placed to build. Oh, I have. If you're on about type pumps, I've got 2 of them. And I do have the storage here. They were filled at one point, but obviously because I've had more machines, that's why I've had to put another pump in to keep up. But yeah, I know that during the droughts I don't get any bad tides, so like I say, it's fine that I'm not getting it at the minute, because then I can have my beavers focused on other jobs. Yes, I need to get this bit cleared before I fill this bit in, for jobs obviously. And yes, I know, I'm speaking about doing a load of builds which does require quite a bit of dynamite, which obviously means bad tide, and obviously the extract as well, but it's fine. Once we get past, I'm going to say, it's going to be 2 or 3 episodes to finally get all I need this done on this bit. But yeah, once this side's lowered, because we'll have more power, I should then have enough to make enough of them, because I'll have robots doing it instead. So then I can have them capped. So then when it is I'll have them open, so all the time we are getting it done. But it's the robots that are going to be doing the job, not the beavers. So, yeah. It's just, obviously, I just want to make sure I've got certain things in place so I can have more farms, so I can do more crops and have more food. Vertical tubeways can be covered with flood and seal and prevent any flood going. into flooded areas. Yeah, but if I had... I know this is going to be difficult to really show it. Because vertical means it can go up, which isn't a problem. I'm about, if I were to have a straight from, say instead, I had it go underneath here. Even if I were to do, you know, hold on. So imagine this straight here at the minute is obviously covered with all the 2 pipes. Now, water can still flow, as you can see, either side of it. Even if I were to implement that on top, water's still going to be going down the sides of it. And you want about putting them on top. Do I have the points? I do. I don't think that would stop the water from going underneath here. And then technically I don't want this power source over here to be affected because the water's going through here. Which could happen. Which is why I'm hesitating about having the water go underneath. Or through the ground bit, so. And hey Scorps, all having fun. Just some information because it's not well known. I was going to say, I've seen a few shorts, and I did a lot of testing beforehand with the different beavers for, you know, the improvement of the floor. So yeah, water won't go through it, which is fine, but, you know, for it to stop water from going from, like I said, if I were to do tubeways from here to this side, underneath, like through this gap here, the water can still go through this bit because it's not really covered from above, and it would affect the flow rates for these. Though technically I should really change this a bit, like over here, but that means destroying this down and doing all that, and I really can't be arsed. So I think having the tubeway go above might be a bit easier and a bit better. So, do we have enough points? I do not have enough points. Great! Right, first things first, let's do... I'm going to put it to there, and then I'm going to do a tubeway going down this way to about that corner, because I'm not 100% certain where I'm going to place it. Until I get the 700... Actually, I'm going to need more of that, aren't I? I'm going to need 600 for that one, and I'm going to need 700 for that one. Damn, 700 points. So, technically I could put that on top, and let's just have that in place now. No, some people go, wait, but don't you want it underneath the ground? Yes, I could, but I'm not gonna. Because there is a way of having it, you know, I go down one further, and then it goes completely underneath the ground, and then I have to put the improvement on top. So it'd be like, there's no space, we've got space here. So technically, if we were to destroy the ground, so say this is my actual ground for the farm over here, I'd have to do it down by 2. I'd have to then do tubeway, that, and then dirt on top. Yeah, because not the water can't go any further down underneath. Now I could stop it from underneath, but I'd have to put dirt on top, and then put the pathway back on top, which it's a lot more work than necessary in my eyes. It's something I just don't really want to do. That would be one way of sorting out, so then I don't have, you know, everything coming through. But then I'd have to do it underneath here, and it's just a big thing, and I really want to be lazy. Looking good, dude. It is a good idea, yeah. That's why you can lay them on a ditch. I mean vertical and not a platform. Well, but verticals don't hang in the air though, do they? I can't test it until I get the vertical one. It's kind of like the powers. You can't really have... Yeah, so I can't place it on the side to go out. And I think with the verticals, they still are the same with the normal tubeways. Until I get the 9 points, I can't really show 100%. Come on, next 3 points, come on. Then we can at least buy one, then we can see how these actually look. So if I were to do that, okay, it does have the part on top, but again, just the water going through the sides. Yeah, it's still not. Yay. Can I do... still get rid of the top ends. So it just doesn't do it the way I would like it to. Because if I said you had to do, you could place them on top, but you can only go out so far, it'd be fine. Kind of like the dirt, if I wanted to do dirt in the middle of the air, you can go free out from a support. Anywhere. See, for me that's fine. But I can't do that with the tubeways. It has to have support underneath. That's why I've got them that way for. I said I would like to do it underneath, but it would be affecting the flow rates of my water from this area to this area. Though technically at some point I do have to technically kind of change this area. Hold on. Am I thinking of changing this area completely or not? No. No, I'm not messing with this area because this area is no. Because if I'm messing with this area, definitely not messing with that one. It's fine. But above is easier, yes, unless you have anything pressurized. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. Oh, you're on about pressurized. I'm not sure on that one, to be honest. Yeah, like I say, I haven't really messed around with tubeways too much. I did, like I say, off camera, I did play as INT for Civilization on normal. Got to a certain point, I was like, okay, I've done enough practice with them. Didn't use the tubeway, I did have them unlocked and had a little look and messed around with different ways of using them, but yeah. If I was to literally have, like, if it was just dirt and there was no water which would intersect, like, if I was to do a tubeway from, I don't know, this side to this side, I could easily just do it through underneath the ground. It's no problem, because all I just need to do is, like you said, use the vertical, because obviously it puts the roof on top. Though, technically... No. Yeah, it saves 4 on planks altogether, so yeah, it would be easier that way, doing it. But yeah, so for this bit here, I could have a station here, and it should go through to the other side and have a station here, which would make them just go underneath, and I could always have a pathway on top, just in case. I should... That's alright, Scopes. Well, thank you for stopping by, dude. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully work goes well for you and smoothly. And thank you for stopping by for a little bit. I know you're usually quite busy, Scopes. Thanks again. No, that's alright, Steph. Like I say, I know everyone has different ways of playing games, and yeah, the information does help. And even if it doesn't change my way of thinking of how I want to do it, it's still good information. Somebody else who might watch this might go, "Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea." Everyone has different ways of doing it. It's just, for me, like I said, I think you understand, I don't want to move the water from this side onto this side. If I didn't have this water in the way, I would do it underneath the ground. But then again, I wouldn't have thought about the vertical ones, because when I think vertical, I think about going up in the air. Pretty much. Just get rid of that so they don't build that. But yeah, if you want to save on materials, yeah, use the verticals, so then you don't have to worry about the stuff on top. I just wish with verticals, if you did place one, you could just go straight for a certain... Even if it's like 6 distance, and then you had to put in a support, and then you can go again. Kind of like how you can with the dirt in the air, but, it was only 3, so I'd have to 3 out, support, 3 back, 3 forward. Support. 1 on top, 3 that way, 3 the other. So it'll be a bit of an art each way. And for anyone who wants an example of what I'm on about, let me just slow it down to there. So it'll be like there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there. So it'll be here and here. Now obviously I can't do it visually because obviously it doesn't do it, so we'll use the dirt. So if I can just snap this in, I can't. For some stupid reason it won't let me because it's not supported. If I did that, so that'd be 3. And I think that's a bit too short, to be honest. How much do I need to be on? That's 3. 1, 2, 3. So it'd have to be there. I was in the wrong place. So it'd have to be then. So just imagine this dirt, apart from the fact it's actually a bit higher than what I'd like it to be. Actually, let me just delete that. See, imagine this dirt being them. Okay? So I'd have... 2, 3. So it'd be a bit like that. So just imagine, like I say, just imagine that dirt being that instead. You know, even if it was just like that, but you had to have like the vertical bit at each end in between. So, you know, because there was a supporting part. Kind of wish that is how they kind of could work. So, you know, you could like have that in the gap up top here instead, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I wish it did. So if it did, it'd be awesome, but it doesn't, and it's annoying. But, you know, it's how I'd like to do it. It would save a bit on materials. And the tubeways count as path. And they can build from it. Yeah. Which is good they can do that. But then I have a habit of, even with something like it, I'd still put, even with, you know, platforms, I still like put a path on it. But it's always good that they can aim or put. Why are you guys not doing this yet? Come on. High prioritize. Oh, right, you're doing the number cruncher. Oh, right, yeah, gears. Wait, how come you guys have not got the gears in yet? Right, come on. Up to 10 of years now. The drought's almost over with. Haulers. Actually, is it the haulers that haul it over, or is it the builders that haul it over? I think haulers just haul stuff to places, don't they? They don't build. I'm pretty sure the haulers can help haul the materials over, if I remember rightly. Though they usually just haul the stuff for... Haulers assist workers within a district in carrying goods. Greatly increases their productivity. Yeah, great. Be nice if we could haul the stuff over for all this lot and help me out a lot. Though they are hauling it over more, so that's good. Right, we'll get the number cruncher in. Yes, I know it's not going to be running until this starts, but that's why it'll start on the new day. Which then means I don't have to worry about the 2 workers over here, though I'm not sure what I'm going to place in that spot instead, because it's only a 2x2. Maybe I could put a kitchen over there. Right, we don't do kitchens in this game, do they? Closest is the coffee brewer. Not helpful. Yeah, you know, that's the benefit of zip lines, because they can go diagonal. But, you know, if you wanted to do things more for aesthetics, you know, the alternative way around, unfortunately I don't have these things unlocked, is using the overhang and then putting, you know, the tube on top of an overhang. Though the overhang can go up to 6, so you'd have the overhang and literally just do the way I said. Guess that's another way around. Though I don't even use, to be honest, I don't use suspension bridges, I don't use the overhangs, and I don't even use the metal support platforms. I think I should actually start using them at some point in the game. That'll be interesting. Then again, I have to do one of 2 things. One is I need, well, technically I've got a challenge for the series. I technically need to make that before day 50, well, before cycle 50, and we're almost a day for cycle 30. Because if I make a cycle 50 and I haven't built that, then yes, I've completed the area. Well, I've survived 50 days, which means I don't need to worry. But if I can build this before, yeah, that means I can go to another map. Well, it's easier to go to another map, and but it just means I go to another map. I just go to another map a lot quicker than anything else. So there's a kind of challenge. What's going to happen? Am I going to make it to cycle 50? And I mean, I've got to finish cycle 50, or do I get the Earth restoration of repopulator done beforehand? It's a bit of a weird terminology. But yes, I know I've only had 2 people doing the science since the start. I think, did I have a bit more than 2? I think I might have had 4 at one point, and then I reduced it down to 2. Or, no, I've only had it at 2, haven't I? Yeah. I think. I don't know, I've lost track. And the water levels. Well, they made it. It's made it. Tightly, it's made it though. It has made it. Oh, though technically I'd need to make sure there's water down here, but because that's all dried out, I'm not really worried because, lo and behold, I have enough fermented. And 2.7 k's worth stored. Of cassavas. There's a lot of cassavas. So I'm going to get someone to scream going, why did you have more storage for your fermented ones? If you want to make use of haulers for building, then you can place small storage nearby and set them to obtain and haul. Yeah, that is one way. Running to main storage, yeah. I see the idea of having stuff near where you're building, where the storage, which I understand. Kind of why I've got the storage for dynamite over here, really. It does get stored. Well, it did at the start of the stream. It was. Hey, no power. Great. Automated to power. There you go. It only works when there's power, which we'll get plenty of. No, I don't see the big thing going, you've got no power. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Right, so what do I do now? So that's where it goes, why don't you just make a whole row of number crunchers just down here? Where it's like, I only get like 3k's worth of power. Maybe 2k's worth almost. Well, 2k's on average, 3 days when it's a bad tide. Yeah. I have no idea how much power I'm using at the minute, so until I know, it's not really worth putting that in. No, technically I could have a statue in here. Though it wouldn't really do anything apart from just stand there looking at them and go, meh. Though it doesn't really help anyway. It doesn't make any improvements. Right, yay! Clean times. Come on, beavers, give me the water. Give me what I'm looking for. Which is, at the minute, going to be absolutely bloody nothing because no one wants to turn up. Alright, so. Come on, water levels. Turn. You set that top. If you set that top 10, they will fill it while. Yeah, I usually don't add more storages till I've got one actually completely filled. I'm gonna fill them up, so I'm not worried about set them to obtain or send to or must retrieve because, as you can see, I'm kind of filled up quite a lot. So technically, I should have half this system more on. I haven't got these people. Once I forgot to reduce that back down to 4. You know, quite a lot. I should actually put these more on numbers. So, number count, stock counters. Where is it? Yeah, resource counter. There we go. So you know, this thing's filled. Stop working and do something else. You know, I should really do that for a few items. But it's like logs. Really don't need them that much. You know, beavers are still working, chopping the logs down when they're needed, and everything else. I see. Yeah. I say if it's something I'm going to need a lot of, like cassavas, even though I've got enough, I actually do have enough to make more storage for them. You know. And, you know, if I had people living over this side of the map, I'll then start putting storage over here. And yay, we finally got the tubeway in. Good. Right. And the number cruncher's working. Finally. Finally, they say he's got a number cruncher in. Right. So, tubeway. Now finally unlocked. Right. How big's this sucker? I want to make sure that this is... I'm going to pause here. Just to make sure I can get this in the right place. Yes, I like things to be centered. This makes my life a bit easier. Now, do I want to go one forward or do I not want to go one forward? Yeah, I do. I'll put that there just in case. I'll do that up to there. I will do the double entrance way. Throw you there. Delete you. Now, raise my two entrance ways just in case, because if they go into here, they'll come out. But if they have a way to continue, they can go to another location, which is what I'm planning. Now, question is, do I want to have them stop here or do I want them to stop here? I think stopping here might be better. Which kind of leaves me with a slight conundrum. Whoopsies! Bugger it, I'll go there. Right, that means... there. There. Wait, why are you not going... Oh, that's why, because I need to put you in first. There we go. And again, that way. And... that way. So, wait, why you got them going down that way, Wes? It's fine, it'll work. At least you don't need the... I hope you don't. No, you don't. Good. The turnaround says, oh, I need these to be powered now. I'm like, yeah, say what now? Yeah, gotta be joking, right? There, powered? It's a joke, right? Yay. So we're like, wait, they're not really going that much further, Wes. Like, not really. No. Right, so... why don't I just do this under the ground? That would have been a lot easier for that spot. And that one's no go. See, now here, I could have done it underneath, which would be more of an issue for that spot. It's fine, I'm not worried about it. And you know what? We'll do a full circuit. Bugger it, we'll do a full circuit, so... so we're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. Full circuit, so I need to go... there. I need to put a path into there. I want to put one in there, there. Tubes there. Tube there. Tubes all the way there. And there. So yes, they can go from this end to that end to that end. And they can go either that way, or they can go from here all the way around to there. And vice versa. Yay! Fun. They work like power shafts. They work like power shafts, yeah. It's just easier to save a little bit of resources that way around. I say, for this end, I could have had it underneath the ground, but then it would have to come back up, and it'd mean using dynamite, it's like, it's a long wait, and I really don't have to deal with that. Now, one thing I didn't really mess around with is the dynamite tunnels, because if it could go through and make me the tunnel already with that part, you know, the platform bit, I could easily then just put in on the... well, technically, I think it's dynamite with the platform, so all I need to do then is just literally just put in the tunnel underneath. which would technically save me on. Ooh. They're flying through. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting concept. Right, how much power are we making anyway? I was right about the amount I'm making, ish. I was a bit off, but we're making just enough to power that system up. So, yay. Yeah, that's alright. I did get it right. Also, only need access. Yeah. I know with the zip lines, even though you have it go from one spot to another, sometimes they do get off on one all the time, go out and then walk to the other location and then get back on. It's like, why? They do mostly do continue, but I know with the station, it's like they might just go in and continue on. It's like, yeah. And yes, I know I could have just had one stop in location, but it's two. They might get in and out twice as fast. Not guaranteed, but you know, at least I get a choice. Oh, we want to go down this station to the left side or this station to the right side. Save themselves a bit of time. Not a lot, just a bit. And we've got another drought. So we'll get a bit of dynamite used. And they are using up a bit. Now, yes, I would prefer to get rid of these guys completely, but if we've got a drought, there's no point. Even though we've got a number cruncher going, and I've got to put them on 20-hour week, 20 hours for the work, though we have got the numbers up on the water at the minute. I always forget about increasing when it's normal days and decreasing during the droughts. I do forget. But this should work absolutely fine. Man, power just... At least that's always going, at least when we've got power. Thing is, if we had Folktails, I like to use the windmills because, you know, windmills are better. But the thing is, you can't have a number cruncher for the windmills. I wish the Folktails did have the number cruncher. Though, I'm going to be honest, I think there might be some mods out there which I'm not going to do. Don't get me wrong, some of the mods might be interesting. But, yeah, I prefer to keep to the original part of the game, to be honest. And I think there should be an update coming out at some point, because obviously they've got it in experimental, haven't they, at the moment, for whatever parts they're adding to the game. So I'm hoping, because I've not read anything or looked at anything, I'm hoping they might have had another a beaver type, which would be nice. But I think it's more a few quality of life features they're adding. Well, I'd say quality of life, like new parts for it. Which, yeah, I guess it's interesting, but come on. Only 2 beavers and we haven't got anything else, though. People have done mods for other civilizational beavers. Yes. We have to do each tunnel and each tube and tunnel section one at a time, so it's really slow making tubes. Generators for them. Yeah, I guess I could, but a generator only gives 400 power, though. And I'd have to have like 5, and then I would have to have like 4 number crunchers. Which technically is kind of the plan to what I wanted to have over here. Though I need to wait till this is moved so I can sort out my math for all of this. And yes, I'm going to... When I've got the space, and once we've got this area sorted... So this is sorted, this bit's filled in, that's all gone. Which, as of now, I can kind of go boop and... boop and boop and haha and mahahaha and then ta-da! Someone's gonna go, where did you bloody sad get? What? You get one in? Yes, I get it in. Yeah. Yeah, until they've done... Oh, they are getting this bit filled in. Nice. This is now where I kill a beaver by accident and don't realise. Oh, shoot. Missed him. By that much. But I think we'll probably figure that out more next week. Right, they're going to go down. Because I... Let's go down. 3.7 worth of water. It's not bad. Could do a bit more, to be honest. But it's fine. Yeah, and someone's going to go, but no, you've got no power now for like 24 days for the number cruncher. It's fine. And, you know, we do a bit more bad tide. And yes, I know we've got nothing else. It's like, sad times where it's like, yeah, just a bit. But at least we've got some extract, so they can start throwing the extract down in places that I need. But they're still doing their other jobs, so yay. They've still got other things to get done. I wish I could put a sign and then put the word temporary idea. Because unless I do that, I won't know. I'll be like, wait, why am I putting that up there for? I know. Come next week, like, why have I got that up there for? That makes no sense. Unless I spell the words goes down. Can I even do that with words? I need to get more over it, don't I? Damn it. Go. Right, go. Let's see if we can even spell it. How am I going to make a bloody D out of this lot? Let's see. It's a freaking terrible way to spell a D. This is terrible. That does not look like an N. God, that's even worse. So I'm trying to find the space for this. It still looks terrible. So go, Wes, you can't spell for diddly squat with this lot. I'm like, yeah, I know. Great. Kind of looks like an N. Close enough. Oh dear. This will always work at 1 deep, so just bear at 2 depth. So I'm trying to have go down for these because obviously these ones they need to be 2. Well, it's better. Well, for me it's just better to have them by 2 because then I can have the power coming out, so it's fine. So yeah, it has to be 2. Yeah, I could have it at the 1, but it's fine. It's going to be the same as this lot here anyway, so it's just this needs to go down to the same depth. So I don't have to worry about building it up and having the power coming over because I don't really want to mess around with these because these don't stop water going through. So yeah, it's easy to have them down. Then I can have it blocked off and just move this way. It's easier. Like I say, robot area. I'm going to look at this. Go. What the hell does it mean? Go down? Oh, right, go down. Look, I put a little reminder in the game for myself for that bit. For this little spot, go down. I can see it's happening. Next week I'm going to completely forget. Like, wait, what am I doing here? No idea. Yeah. Those wheels work at 1 depth too. Just better 2 depth, yeah. I think for the fact for the game it is going to be better anyway to have them at 2 depth. Because obviously they have to be 2 deep anyway. And I don't want to mess around having it on top of something and then it overflows. Like, just have it done. Hey, they're moving. They've got a light show as well. Why is they stop? Are they actually placing things on the end here? Wait. Wait a minute. Are they going through the top? Yeah, they're moving to the other side quicker. What we now need is them just to be erratic, just be flashing lights. Yes. It's fine by me. It's fine by you. Yeah, like I say, it's fine on the information. I was going to say, I would have thought for most people that might have been more common knowledge. To be honest. I knew they should work on a 1, but they The water has to be at a certain height for them to work at one depth. If it's too low, it just doesn't work. Yeah, we've got our own little light show. It's terrible, but it works. And I need to get fireworks going at some point. Once I've got all the dynamite used up, I'll just turn everything into fireworks and just have a load of fireworks. And also sealed safely. Yeah, they don't... yeah. I saw a short on that because I was like, oh, this is some information about the Tubeway. So I was like, they're like, most people would know that if beavers go into water and they walk through it, they can get bad, wet fur. But if you use an iron teeth and with a hypertube, they don't get water. They won't get wet fur. I'm like, wait, what? It was like, oh, that's one way of avoiding, anything if you really need to. Because you could, in theory, if you had one faction here and you had another faction on this side, or district, you need to go. No, if you had the district here and you need to go over here, you could, instead of having to go all the way around here, you could literally just have a tubeway here, go underneath and out, that's it. And through the water. Didn't have to worry about it as much. Which would save a lot of materials, really, to be honest. I was like, oh, damn. But yeah, the water would still... It's kind of weird, because obviously, how does the water actually flow? Because if it's stopped here, does it actually go over? I know most people go with with the flow, but I've not really seen people go against the flow. So I wonder if it actually stops the... I don't think anyone's actually really tested that, have they? Because if you look at it, that's a point. See, for me, that height looks like one of them. Though it's a bit higher. I think for the sake of this, I'm going to see if that actually does change the... I know I'm not going to have it running. But I wonder if this can actually stop the water from flowing from this side to this side to a certain height and be like a dam. Bagger it, I'm going to test it. I don't care if it's a waste of materials. I know someone's going to be like, it shouldn't. I'll be like, well... Because if you look at the design of it, that looks blocked and nothing goes through, so... Technically, that could be like a small dam. Even solids don't affect water. No. Hold on, are you saying no? Even solids don't know. Oh, so you're saying that people have tested it and it doesn't actually stop it. Okay. Well, that saves me half a job done. Oh. Spoiler. I would have thought, come on. If beavers can't get wet from it, it should act like a dam in some respects of the game. Right, what am I waiting for? I'm still waiting on them to do that bit, really? We'll get them to the hypertube, why not? Hypertube away! There we go. I should have done testing off camera to see if that would work though. Like I say, we've got a little light show. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Just imagine one beaver getting stuck and couldn't remember how to get off the turn. Just going around in circles all their life. That'd be funny. If I'm a little bit bored, I'm just going to go around in circles. Saying that, I have heard in the UK, what was it? There was an old couple driving. They went around London for, I think it's like 30 days. They got completely lost. They couldn't remember which turn they had to take off the motorway around London. And they were doing it for 30 days, and they couldn't get off the motorway. I thought that's absolutely hilarious. It's like, really? One day getting stuck, maybe, but 30 days stuck on the same part? It's like, wow. Now, this was actually in the news. This is going back quite a few years, though. I want a beaver to be stuck in the hypertube, just keep going around, going, whee! That'd be funny. Buildings don't even either. Oh yeah, I understand on buildings like I think it's got an open door, but the tubeway system, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If water can't affect them, they should technically make it like without people really know that. Oh look, this can also block water off as well. But it has to go to a certain height before it goes over the top. Kind of like how they have like in aquariums. They got your underground bit, and obviously water goes over on both sides. If it worked kind of like that, it's not like it just doesn't really affect it. It's like, I'd understand if it had some design showing like little gaps in the wood on each side. I'd understand that the water's just going straight underneath and through. It wouldn't make any difference. Actually, did they even have that on the? I didn't look properly, did I? Yeah, see, even don't want them to waste that. So if they had like they do with wrong one, that or even that. If they had like little version of these on the bottom bits of the wood, I would then understand. The water's still going to go through. But the fact that look, your beavers aren't affected by the water, whether it's good or bad. It'd be like, oh, okay, there's a way for the water to go over. So, for me, it'd be like a dam. Find this a bit higher. That the water goes over. Now, obviously, if you had it go down that way with the water, yes, I can understand that. The water's still going to flow. But if you had it going from this side to this side, like I had put, water can't really go through like a dam. But if they've had it just the mechanics to be like, oh, it's still classed as a building, but, your viewers don't get affected by the effects of the water, you kind of dropped one there, devs. Look, it's more of a game mechanical flaw because of the design of it, okay? If they're going to make sure that water just goes through underneath, just put little gaps in it, please. I know, maybe I'm just a bit difficult. Different reality, different physics, I think, of it. So everything makes sense. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I understand with game mechanics they've done it. They probably didn't think about, the mechanics of, how to make it look like this is still going to go through regardless for it to make a bit of sense. Like I say, buildings, understandable. They have a door. Water goes in, beavers aren't going to work. Tubeways, considering it doesn't affect the beavers with the wetness of, the fur or getting contaminated, you'd think they might have put in the mechanic with the fact that it could act like a dam a bit. After all, they'd put little slits on the bottom to make it go through. It's more of a complaint than the problem. I understand all game mechanics anyway. I just kind of thought, if you've got this implemented, you should really have this as well. But no, sad times. It's just me. Maybe just me. Who says there are no gaps between the tube and the wood? You see grooves on the sides. Well, if that's the case, why is the water not affecting the beavers? That's just me complaining. Like I say, it's just me. I think it's more for the visual part of it to notice it. Yeah, I guess you could have it that it went through the slight gaps here, but it doesn't look like there's a gap, because if that was the case, you might as well have a gap in the pipes where the beavers do get wet. Oh dear. They have made gaps on top of all solids. Oh dear. I say it's fine. I just thought for visual it might have made more sense, or they might have added it in without people knowing. If it was like I say, if because you're going down from here to here, it'll make sense the water's still flowing. But if you're going from one side to the other, I thought it could act like a dam. I might just do it anyway, just for the sake of it at one point. Just to pique my curiosity, I guess. Which, technically, yes, I could just do that, and don't even just check. But I'd have to do a double check anyway. To see which one I like more. Which, yeah, would be a waste of materials, but if I'm going to get rid of one anyway, it's like, it's fine. I say it's something I'd do just for stupidity's sakes. Right, I don't know what I'm going for. Almost 2 hours, right. How have we got this done? Not quite. Why? Because it's not running. It's fine. To be honest, I do prefer the droughts than the bad tides more than on this map. And because I've got the water levels, which means I'm fine, I don't need to worry. Paper seems about caps, but it leaks still. Yeah. Yes, well, it actually depends on the paper, really, but that's beside the point. People are like, wait, this is strong paper? Yeah, there's some paper that have been made that's been strong enough to hold, well, paper cups for one, can still hold water. People are like, shut up, Wes. Like, Yeah, no, I've got to be in a smart ass on that one. Oh, dear. Don't get me wrong, I've played a load of games in my time, so I understand game mechanics, how they work at times. It's just funny when you look and go, well, you've implemented this, I'm kind of surprised you didn't implement this as well, you know. You know, something that might be a hidden feature that no one knows about until somebody actually tries and goes, wait, this works? See, I'd love to do it to a beaver where the beaver's just stuck and instead he just keeps moving up and down the pipe going, wait, how do I get out of this? But there you go, the game will probably go, a beaver can't get out, throws it out the tube instantly. Kind of like what I did with a zip line. I actually had a beaver going down the zip line. It was close to the wall at the time and it was like, boop, and it was like, wait, really? You placed it onto the wall? Git. And he couldn't get back on, so I had to build all the way up to it, and I only just made it to him in time and saved him. I was kind of annoyed with that. I was like, are you kidding me? I just need to move both of them off by a section. And I removed one, and it's like, oh no. It's like, god damn it. Yeah, I have plenty. Though, wow, I'm actually a little bit short on my wood. Why? Oh, right, because I'm building a lot. I just realised, like, wait, why am I short on wood and oh, right, it's because I've got a load of these being built. And, you know, tubes as well. So they use quite a lot of planks and a bit of metal, so yeah. And of course, without having power at the minute, well, though we do have a Ginny which is still going because for some reason these need to work when there's no one in them. Wait, there isn't a contamination counter, is there? No. Bugger. Don't get me wrong, there's a contamination sensor, but there's no contamination sensor for... Damn it. I know. Bad tide. Only activate when there's a bad tide, because if they get affected during a bad tide, it's fine. There's yeah, but you can't say population if anyone's sick. It's wait, hold on. Wait, there is? Wait. Aha! Contaminate. I did not realise there was a contamination one. Okay. I stand corrected. Thank you for pointing that out. That actually does help. Where am I going to put it? Where's it going to look right? Would say there, but unfortunately I can't. You know what? I got it. There you go. You, there, you, contaminated total, more than 0. You go to that, you also go to that. When there's more than 0 beavers contaminated, it's active straight away. I prioritise. There we go. Hey, thank you for pointing that out. Can't measure everything that top left corner. Yeah, I didn't realise they had other parts. I just thought it's like, I didn't really notice that bit because I was like, population. It's like, okay. Turtle beat. Yeah, I could do turtle beavers, but population is fine. 3 birds, homeless. I guess I could always do it to well, no, I've got a load of free beds. I've got 91 free beds. I do not need that many beavers. I need more water before I start doing that with beavers. I'm still surprised I've not filled any of these up at the minute. I really need my beavers to do more work. I need more beavers pumping water, don't I? Yeah. Wait, 8 days? Oh god, I need to put some water in here. Right, how far? Oh wow, I actually have to put the 0 mark to fill that up. Though it's it just gets there just in time, so it saves it all. There you go, beavers. Fill yourselves up with that. And you're fine. Yay. I should actually put it on a height measurement, really, shouldn't I? When there's hardly any water, it'll fill up. It's fine. It works. Yay! They've almost got the extra station. Wait. Yeah. Beaver goes in there, goes, wait, I can't go anywhere, and comes back out. It's like, I'm stuck. How have you not got built? I mean, you're waiting for metal. Oh, right. I'm out of metal. Huh? Wait. Oh, yeah, I've used all that up. Yeah, kind of need to get into that at some point. How much do I have? I don't have 4K. And I still need to sort this area out so it actually looks a bit better. It's fine. It's not, but it will be. Yeah, it's good. I just know from watching videos I don't have a PC, so I can't play the game. No power for the smelter. Yeah. Thankfully. I could imagine they add in a faction and they're like making mining more than anything else and they decide to put a power into it. Yeah, I've watched... who have I watched? I've watched mostly Civil Engineer playing this, and I know he's done it with mods, obviously. But I like when he does the ones without the mods, which is freaking hilarious. And he's done he does Timberborners. Kind of, and he's stuff a rip, which I find hilarious. I haven't watched his latest season yet because I think he's got He's got a mod where he's playing as flame borners or something like that, or flame beavers. And it was kind of funny. I saw one of his I saw the first episode, which was like, okay, I can imagine them not liking to get wet. And then literally the next week, he brought another episode, which I've still got to watch as yet. It's like, the beavers don't like getting wet. I'm like, no dare! Flame beavers, they like fire. It's like, of course they're not going to like getting wet. Oh dear. Could you imagine they add beavers that only like drinking bad tide water? That'd be hilarious. And the only food that will grow is from bad tide. Cool, that'll make a load of maps interesting, wouldn't it, really? Just bad tide water, all normal water. It's like, no, go away, I need the bad tide. Makes some maps a bit more easy, even though they're hard maps. I wonder if they'll ever do that. It'd be funny if they did. They're like, wait, what? Saying that, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a modder who turned around and made a group of beavers who like irradiated beavers or something stupid like that, or bad tider beavers. Or they could just call themselves contaminated beavers. And, you know, when they get cured of being from bad, you know, instead they actually like to be contaminated and they only work when they're contaminated. But when they're healthy beavers, they don't really like it, so you've got to put them through like radiation or through bad tide water so they get sick again, or healthy in their terms. That'd be an interesting concept. Oh dear. Well, at least we've almost got a tubeway in, so that's one thing, which I didn't think I'd actually do today, was a tubeway. I know it's not really a lot of distance that it helps with, but again, see, a lot of them move really quick. Again, plus 300 movement speeds, and yeah, it makes them move very quickly to the other sides. So, food down here, and work here, work over here, work over here, and the houses are here, so They might go in here, though I've not really seen them go down this way yet. Oh, right, because that one's not in. And them two bots aren't in. Of course they're not going to be going down that way. Why would they? Ember Pelt. That's the name of them, Ember Pelts. Me too, I saw him have a separate population counter for each decontamination pod. Jeez. I remember he was doing... I can't remember the map. I can't remember. I think it's a modern map, to be honest. But he played Iron Teeth, which was his last season before the Ember Pelts. And he literally had number crunches for a lot. But he had a generator for each one. And it's like, geez, that is a lot of jennies. Which he did. I've seen 5 modded factions so far. And they are like they could be from the game by default. Yeah, well, some of them, at first, when I originally saw Civil Engineer do it, I was like, oh, that must be a new faction that devs are going to add to the game and just an experimental. Is what I thought, because obviously thumbnail and that lot, and I wasn't really listening at the time. I was just watching and just looking because I couldn't hear 100% at times. I was too focused on other things. But I was looking now and going, oh, it looks like it's a new faction. And I didn't realise until I rewatched it that it's modded. And he did specify at one point that it did say it was modded. But it's been a few times he hasn't said it was modded. It's like, But I then realised it is modded. It's like, oh, so it's not something the devs have put in nasty to test or try out. Because I know with Civil Engineer, he has had it where a few devs from games have sent him, here's a game to try out. It's like he did things iNest and like a few other content creators got iNest before they put it on a demo, which anyone could try now. I think they, a load of content creators who were given the demo early access to the demo of the game, got like a month before they gave the demo out for free to anyone who wants to try the demo. I was like, oh. It's like, okay. Though I think iNest needs a bit of work on it. Especially with the challenge parts anyway, but story's a little bit... Well, the demo was a bit short on the thing. I'm hoping they do a lot more for it in the terms of the game for iNest. It's a good game. Played it for like a day and I was like, oh, okay, that's enough. I was going to do a little bit of an episode on iNest as a recording, but I was like, I just don't know how to make it work for a demo. And if I did a live stream, it'd literally last maybe 2 hours and I'd be done. I'd be like, okay. It's a one-off type of deal. And it's like, I try to find things that aren't like one-offs. Can't be gotten by anyone else. Yeah, it can now. He used it. Yeah. I know with games you do sometimes have to put your game into experimental mode to use demos, especially if they're not always... affiliated with the company of the game. Sometimes the devs do say, to try out these demos through Steam, you've got to be an experimental because if not, they don't work with the base game, which is understandable. But they are affiliated with mods a lot easier because they'll say like modern page and that lot. It's like if you go to crumbs, I'll have to save. But it's fine. I can do a save real quick. And I'll come back in. So it's like here, real quick. No, someone's going to wait, what? So it's supported by mods because obviously it's got mods. So the game is affiliated with the mods. Sometimes you'll have a game and it doesn't have the mod bit, so it's not really affiliated with it. Which, yeah. So when a game's mod supported, a lot easier. Other times it doesn't really show that it's not really supported, and makes me question a lot when it's not mod supported because it can break the game a lot more. Don't get me wrong, there have been a few games which do support people using having mods for it, but they can't obviously address the issues when it comes to mods that happen in the games. Anyway, so we're almost at the end of this cycle, and I think I will start to wrap up soon. So we did get in our two-way system, though it's not fully finished because we're short on materials, which isn't too much of a bad deal when we get power back, which will be shortly. We didn't get this whole area done today, but we did reduce it down quite a bit, considering how much dirt was around here. We did finally get off most of this area sorted out, so this is now sorted, which is fantastic. This area is almost sorted, so almost done with the dirt there, though I'm kind of surprised I actually run out of dirt. And kind of not surprised at the same time, because now maybe you just get hurt and injured from work in this area. And yeah, my water levels have survived, though they haven't really survived at the same time. Yeah, I need to make sure that when I do have a drought, I can get this area filled up beforehand and throw water in here when there's droughts. So instead of water from here going into here, it'll go from here into there. I do have to try and sort out a way to get rid of bad tide from this section. Though at the moment, it going down this way isn't really a bad idea, though I need a system here to sort this issue out. So if there's bad tide in here, it still goes out instead of getting stuck up here, which is a pain in my eyes. So I will have to change this system so I have a throttling valve. So it should push the bad tide out. It should. Which hopefully next week we will actually test and try out. As long as I get another drought, then I can test it. We did get part of this area sorted out, though not all of it, because we still need dynamite here and the bit of dirt in here. I'm probably going to look at it next week and be like, wait, what the hell am I doing here? I'm going to be so confused. I know I am. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty well, considering I've made it to day, well, now cycle 31. And I've got to put it to 20-hour work cycle, which is a thing I always forget to do. Yay me. Getting enough beavers. We're keeping them kept at 70, because any more just seems a bit of a pain, to be honest. And yay, beavers working again, and can work over there. So yeah, we're getting water stored up. Come on, bad tide, you start flowing down, then we can get our number cruncher going so we can get extra numbers in. That takes them out to get going. Considering how much power we do need. Though it makes no sense that at first it's really slow. Well, it's like slow, but that still goes up pretty quick. Like, So in some ways that still does work. I don't know. But once it starts moving, which it is, it takes a moment, but it doesn't work. It takes a moment to get going. But yeah, once this area gets going properly, the numbers do even out to be correct. Should be about 1,600 there. And at least this area doesn't get affected too much. We do get our dirt coming in, so they will fill that bit in and hopefully get everything else sorted. Right, it has been in early access for 4 years. Better stop 5 years ago. Mods only don't work because mod creators haven't had time to update the mod for experimental, but they do it during experimental, which is why they work after each. Yeah, I know, obviously, with certain games, obviously, I think for more modded supported games, and like this one, you don't always have to have it in experimental, and modders are usually pretty good at getting their mods done in time, whether it is in experimental or not. There are sometimes you get modders who do have enough of doing the mods for the game and they do give up and go and they just leave the mods as they are, so there's no actual updates to fix any bugs that do come along later on, which is kind of disappointing at times. But it's understandable the amount of other things that they do. But yeah, wow, this is going to take a bit of time to fill up. It's 3 days, there still hasn't got any water in it. Oh, here we go, now we've got some water down here. So yeah, when I finally get this area sorted out, like it is over here, we'll get water flowing in there a bit quicker, so this can keep up and sort itself out, hopefully at some point. Hopefully. I know the water flow through here is a lot slower than here, which is fine, I guess. I could technically just change it down to a 1, which technically means I just need to remove this bit over here, and then I can just keep that one in there, or just have a 1 gate, which might actually work better long term. Because if the flow is as slow as it is, though technically it seems a bit faster now because we've got a lot more water coming in. But because I've got the gate of a 3, and we've got 4, I might need to split these up a little bit more. So we have, yeah. Because if the flows are 3, and we're getting excess flow of a 4, not always good. Consider how much room we've got. Though the levels are going up, which is always good. We're going to have a bad tide at the end. Right, I'm going to pause it here because next time we do come back, we'll have a bad tide to start with, which is fantastic news. So, yes, anyway, right. Like I said, it's time to wrap it up. So, a quick recap of what we have done today, even though I kind of did do it a little bit already. We'll do it properly now. So, we now have our hype tube system fully built and working. So, at least beavers can move from any 3 locations. And obviously, if they need to get healed, which I'm kind of surprised you're not using the tube system to get over to the other side, considering you're halfway here. Unless you were over here at the time, then fine, you did use it. Kind of feel like I should put one over here just in case for them. I'll think about it. So yeah, we've got a tubeway system, which I didn't actually expect to get done today. I wasn't thinking about this till today, so yay me, we've got a tubeway system in. Obviously, we have destroyed a lot of the area for our dirts and paths so we can get more water, which at the moment has just about survived us. Just about. I am a little bit concerned how much water we have been going through, but we should be fine. Do I feel like I need to change this spot here? Yes. I'm not going to lie. I think I need to make this a 4-way gate instead of a 3. So I think next time when we come back, if I bloody remember, no, technically, I need to wait till we're past the drought. I need to change this to one of these. So it then balances these out just right. Because if not, I need to remove one of these, which will be that one, to be honest. And then it would be one, then I'd have to put a row of dynamite here, so it just has a bit more of a better number area. And it doesn't look off. But I think the easy option is getting rid of that row there, which doesn't really make any difference, well, which would help out. So we can get water in here a lot easier, but I need to do it once obviously we get up here, which again is going to be working. I'm getting dynamite to make sure we get everything sorted. But yes, we've obviously got part of this area cleared of dynamite. We've obviously filled this in with dirt. We've got this area mostly done, apart from 2 spots. Again, we've cleared this area of most of the dirt. We've got 1 layer left. Yes, we've got to wait for our dynamite to be made, but we do have enough pumps to get bad tide. Obviously, we still need to make sure our water level is working so we can actually have this going. Fun. What I think I might do is, when I do lower this down, is we put in a gate here. So at least, even if, very slight if, we don't have the bad tide in, we can still have it stored. Now, to be honest, I'd prefer to get this area, down here, yes, this area here, filled in with dirt, and we get in a blockage here, so it overflows out this way. So any clean water we have down here will mean this area will actually be green, and then we can, change it up a bit. So I'll put more dirt in, remove dirt in places, and, actually have green vegetation down here, which we could do a farm in. Maybe because we've got the tubeway there, we could do it going down, believe it or not, and have it so people can get off down here and then move around down here without having to go a long way through a load of stairs. Those stairs probably would be an easier option. It's going to be easier with a tubeway just going down and back up, so we can have them sorted out that way. But again, that's more future planning if we can get that done before we get to cycle 50, though. I think I'm going to have to prioritise getting the free populator done, which at this point I don't think we're going to do by cycle 50. I don't think we're going to even unlock it at this rate. Then again, we didn't have a load of beavers doing our science. We mostly only just got that unlocked, so yeah, fun. Right. Whereabouts did I get on in the chat? Which is why the Lift. It doesn't flow off the map. It's not important. Source flow. Oh. Right. Lift it. Hey. It doesn't flow off the map. It's not important. And source flow. Yeah. The only reason why I'm thinking about redesigning this area for the dirt is because if I put in a barrier here, and yes, I'd like my bad tide to come down here because I could have it kind of out this way instead of down here. And yes, it would mean a ton of dirt going in here. It means I can have it back up in here, which means these pumps can get it. Though if I do put in a dam, the water levels will rise up, which would kind of mean this has to kind of change a bit. And it's, yeah, it's something I've got to think about. Or I might just make it go out a bit here, and then it just overflows down and whatever. It's just so I can have some stored. Because if the bad pumps are working, that means I can store some when there's droughts going on. Unless I can get in the valve to cap it. Which, yeah, I kind of almost have enough, but I need dynamite to get them working all the time. So it's more of a thing. Okay, disable. Sounds good. Oh, yes. Anyway, so yes, guys. So thank you to everyone for being here. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you did enjoy today's stream, please do hit that like button. If you haven't already, be to keep coming back for more of the content that I do on the channel, please do subscribe. And obviously you can mess around with notifications if you want to be notified when YouTube decides to work on its notification stuff. It doesn't always work. Can't do anything about that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please do put them down in the section down below or in the live chat when I'm streaming. I don't bite. And obviously, thank you for Steph for being here. I know you've been here in the chat for quite a bit, so I do appreciate you being here with me and chatting and talking about experiences that you've seen. I'm pretty sure you said you don't actually have the game, but you have watched enough to know the things that you do. Kind of like me just messing around with things and just having fun with it. But do appreciate you stopping by and really do appreciate that. Obviously, guys, if you'd like to know what I'm going to be streaming throughout the week, check the community post. I only update the schedule when I change it. Should make sense for some people. Other people just look at it and go, oh, he hasn't updated in a while. He mustn't be streaming. Yeah. Whatever my last post is what I'm going to be scheduling to stream. Now, sometimes on the days I haven't got anything scheduled, I do sometimes do an improp stream. So do be warned if there's a stream that you're like, oh, wait, you didn't plan that one out. It's an improp streams. Sometimes I do it when I feel like it. So if there's something you see on there that you're like, oh, I like to come along for that, at least you know the day. Times are usually around the same time. Sometimes a bit early, sometimes a bit late. It really does depend on the day of the week. But yeah. Anyway, so apart from me rambling your ears off, thank you very much again, guys, for all being here. I really do appreciate it. So hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, week, month, year, special event, special occasion, and whatever else in life, guys. So it's going to be a good night and goodbye for me. Bye! Thanks for being here, and hopefully I'll be back with some more Timberborn next week. Bye!